Hi everybody,
Hi everyone.
this is the 5th episode of the SPS live talk show. I'm Dominic
I'm Ben.
and let's start.
Yeah. Well, first, welcome to the talk show. It has been a long break since the GI Sports Singapore Cup. So here we are back again. As you know, this weekend is going to be a very exciting event for the Singapore scene. So thus, the show comes back live, and basically we want to show a little bit about what's going to happen this coming weekend, just to hype you up a little bit. It's midweek now, so just look forward to this coming weekend.
Yep.
So today we're going to run a couple of things. First, we're going to talk about the SPS Division 4 teams, okay, the participating teams. Likewise, we are going to look at the standings, the current standings, and then of course we'll talk about the teams that are eligible to win the Most Improved Team Award. Okay, we'll
Yes.
take a little bit deeper insight
New
into
award this year that we'll be giving out.
into looking at the teams. And then after that, of course, as most of you would have already known, the AGPIC, which is the Asia Girls Paintball International Championship 2017, is going to happen in concurrent with the current SPS 500 that's happening this weekend. So there'll be two events running concurrently, and we'll be hoping to see a lot more people coming to the event, and hopefully this will be a very big fiesta and paintball extravaganza for everyone. Okay, so let's take a look at the current standing.
All right. Right, so the current standings, right at the top of the table, we have Outlaws Familiar. Outlaws Familiar has won champion for the first two events, so definitely they are a very high contender into winning the overall series champion that will be determined after this event, the final SPS 500 event 3. All right, so but also in contentment, I would say, if the paintball is, they say the paintball is round and anything can happen. So on the second placing in the overall standings, we have Lunatics Prodigy. Lunatics Prodigy has 12 points at the moment, which and Outlaws Familiar has 17 points. So that's 5 points behind. In total, we have 8 teams, if I'm not wrong, that is participating in this event 3. So basically, they can score a maximum point of 8. So definitely, they are within reach. But there has to really something I would say quite big has to happen for Outlaws Familiar to not be able to score to get the overall series champion. So yeah, if there's a chance that Lunatics get high up on the ranking and Outlaws Familiar goes quite low, I think like last 3 place maybe even, yeah, then there is a chance that Lunatics Prodigy will be able to take the overall series champion. All right. So next is Noxia Duxers at third overall placing. They've done pretty well in their second event. The first event they got 6th place, and then on the second event they got 3rd place. So definitely a big jump of three places up to be able to get that position. All right. Then following will be PSP, Infinity, Raging Phoenix, We Are Legion, ISA One, and Thunder Flash. Yeah, there'll be that's the rest of the teams. There's one new team this event.
Yes, there's going to be one new team, and it's the PSP Rogue.
Rogue One, yeah.
Rogue One, is it?
Yeah, Rogue One.
Okay, SPS. Sorry, PSP Rogue One. So as you know, the name implies, it's the PSP team, and I'm sure they come from the PSP family as well. I had a quick look into the team roster. Basically, the composition of the team. They are not comprising of new players.
Yeah.
They are players who have been playing for a couple of times. Sometimes there are definitely new players in there. But I'm also seeing familiar faces, like in the likes of Irfan.
Yes,
Irfan,
Irfan.
who has been playing with Aces as a Division 3 player in the Snake, is currently, or this coming weekend, he'll be joining the PSP Rogue One team. So that'll be exciting to watch because Irfan is a very aggressive player. With him coming up on the Snake side, things might change a little bit. So earlier you also mentioned that the overall series champion is contended by two teams, right? So Outlaws, probably, as well as Lunatics Prodigy.
Yes.
Right. So I'm not too sure. Every time when you have a new team coming into the league, that's where they come in and create a little bit of disruption, and then things might change a little bit. You know, it might screw things up a little bit for everyone.
Yeah.
So it'll be exciting to watch for this weekend.
Yep.
Okay, then also we want to talk about the
The
overall most improved team.
Yes.
Right. So the most improved team for Division 4. So as Dom has already highlighted to you earlier, I actually made up a small little note here. So for the most improved team for Division 4, you stand to walk away with $300 in cash, a trophy, a most improved team trophy, as well as 5 cases of paintballs for your regular training. But looking at the current standing, basically 3 teams are in contention. Right. We're looking at first Noxia Duxers. So in the first event, they came in 6th. And then subsequently, for the last event, they got 3rd. So I'm sure these guys will be coming in to vie for a top position spot, maybe a podium finish. That might throw things off a little bit. And of course, then we have Lunatics Prodigy. I think in their first event, they got 5th. So second event, they got 2nd. So these guys are coming in very consistently with their wins.
Yep.
But of course, at the end of the day, until the end of the last event, if not, you will not be able to decide who is actually the most improved team.
Yep.
Of course, we look into the past event, from first event, second event, and then of course, lastly, into the 3rd event, and therefore the final standing, to see where the teams are eventually, what their final standings are from the first time they play all the way to the end of the year.
Yep.
And then of course, the last one, which is also the team to look out for, and it's a pretty new team, is Team Thunder Flash. So in their first event, they got a shot of their life. Yeah. Basically, these guys came in, you know, first time they are playing competitive paintball, you know, with a makeup of a few new players. They came in, you know, with their new jerseys. They don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
They hardly can call a bunker, you know, using a proper name. And then these guys got 9. I mean, they got whacked by everyone. But in the second event, these guys went in on a podium finish. They got 4th. So it'll be exciting to watch. I mean, last weekend I had a chance to play with a couple of their players. Hidayah is one of them. I had a chance to play with Joel as well on a 5-on-5 e-marker game. And during the practice, basically these guys impresses me a lot.
Oh,
I mean,
and Zaki's daughter.
And yeah, Aisha, right?
Aisha.
Yeah, so
play to watch out, man.
Yeah, so like I said, these guys are definitely a team to look out for. We saw them being very hardworking after the event, and they've been working their hearts out at the event. Again, with Noxia Duxers, if I'm not wrong, I think probably tomorrow or tomorrow they are maybe having their last training again.
Well,
and then if I'm not wrong, actually I think they train on Monday as well. So with these 2 practices coming into the event for the weekend, you know, you can never write these guys off. So these 3 teams will be the teams to look out for the most improved team for Division 4 in SPS 500. Okay, so yeah, so that's about it for SPS 500 for the weekend. And of course, if you are watching us live right now, please like and share. You know, hopefully this goes out to many people at the same time. You know, while you're eating your mee rebus or having your noodle or fried rice, this is a good time for you to take a break and maybe enjoy some live paintball show. Following which, we want to talk about the AGPIC.
Before that. We have the try stickers. So basically, if you have participated in all 3 events, you'll be collecting your final try sticker, which will really complete your collection.
Right.
So yeah, do remember to collect this when you collect your your ID tags, or if you already have a season ID tag, when you sign your indemnity form, make sure you collect this final try sticker to complete your collection.
So the try sticker is something that we have put in place this year. It's basically to allow our players to have a memento at the end of the event. You know, as they compete, they collect a sticker, and hopefully by the end of the whole entire season, you have collected the whole entire picture. And of course, with that, you know, do keep a lookout, because at the end of the whole entire SPS event, we are looking out for anyone who can come up to us to present us with the 3 stickers on a card, and you might be walk away with some exciting prizes, and or put yourself into this big lucky draw pool that, you know, we might choose one player to win some very exciting paintball prizes.
Yeah,
all right,
definitely. So always looking to reward the players and teams that participate in all 3 events, and thank you so much for joining us.
And of course, it's not too late to collect the stickers. Obviously, if you haven't participated in Leg 1 and 2, then unfortunately you won't be getting the stickers, so it'll be a bit too late to collect the last sticker. But for those who are in contention and really, you know, making the hard work to ensure that you have actually the 3 stickers, be sure to collect the last one.
Yeah, and you can there's still another event after this, which is the Division 3 and Open Division. So those players will also get the 3rd sticker. So if somehow you still want to Division 4 players still want to play for the high division, that is still possible.
Definitely.
All right, so next thing is the official food vendor Warong Wow. Warong Wow will be at the event. So pre-orders are open. Do contact Gia directly. Nasi lemak and nasi goreng for only $3 per packet. Don't leave it to chance. Place your orders with her, and yeah, enjoy your food on the day itself. Don't go hungry.
Yeah, I have to say that Warong Wow always sells out during the event. Okay, whatever food that they are bringing is definitely 100% sell out. So be sure to do a pre-order. Make sure you put this in place. Make sure you have some food at the event, and at the same time do support our vendors as well. Thank you.
So moving on to Asia Goes Paintball International Championship 2017.
Well, I'm very surprised you can actually say out the whole entire word. You know, usually he gabra halfway through. But okay, the AGPIC is happening this weekend, and with that, in fact, actually, before we start, maybe we want to talk about the reason of why we want to organize the AGPIC. One of the main reasons why we are organizing this event is to bring about the female players together, to create a platform for everyone to compete. And this being the first time that we are doing this in Asia, we hope that this can be a continual event, and definitely we hope to continue doing this subsequently and in years to come. Since this is an inaugural event, we are not surprised with the number of participating teams. In fact, there are only 4 participating teams, but there's always a first time. We're hoping that what we are trying to do is to let everyone have a good experience as they come into the event, and to go home to let it be a motivation and inspiration to them to hopefully want to continue to partake in the sport, and get more interested players to come along and join us. So these are the 4 teams that are playing. Okay, so you can see Aisawan Girls, PBW Angels, Radical Pixies, and we have Siren. So other than PBW Angels and Radical Pixies, Angels is not Angels. Other than PBW Angels and Radical Pixies, who are both Singapore teams, Aisawan Ladies is an international mixed team, and of course we have Siren coming from Malaysia as well. It's good to see some of these female players coming out to play in our event, and of course at the same time to showcase the good turf field that we have over at Red Dynasty Paintball Park.
Yep, and then Ben just showed you actually a sneak preview of the drawing of lots. So basically, we drew the lots this morning. So on the Facebook page, there's already the fixtures without the names. So we draw the lots this morning, and with that, he just showed you basically can fit the names in yourself.
Right.
And,
so the fixtures has been already published.
Yeah.
Right. So be sure to have a copy of that.
Yep. So move on to sponsors?
Yeah, we'll move on to the sponsors.
All right, so next, Elite Sports Therapy, our official elite sports therapists will be at the event. They're doing their quick rub downs and sports taping for only $20. If you have been to any sports therapists, you will know that this $20 is actually very affordable. So do check them out. They definitely can do off field
rub
downs, and I've seen them do acupunctures and all kind of
acupuncture. Really?
Really
They do acupuncture?
Correct.
Okay, I didn't know
on their
that.
Facebook page, and they do a lot of pool therapy as well. So check out their Facebook page. Check them out during the event. If you have any aches and pains or returning injuries, do check them out. So next will be our official media. So we have Fido Media. Right?
Fido Media. So mouthful.
Fido Dido Media.
Yeah, Fido Dido Media.
Fido Dido Media will be at the event by Fido Dido himself. Yeah, so he'll be at the event. He'll be covering the event. So if you want to engage photography or videography services, do contact him directly to check out his Facebook page. Yep, and the next one will be King Ang Images. King Ang Images from Malaysia. He will be at the event as well. So he's coming out all the way from Malaysia. I think his partner in crime, Creamy, is playing for Asia Girls as well. So yeah, so watch out for that. We have a media person playing as a player in the event. So it'll be cool to watch.
So she can do a double shoot. Shoot people at the same time shoot people using camera and e-marker. Okay, so lastly, I want to show this to the players who are participating in the AGPIC this coming weekend. This headband I'm holding on to is a G-Star headband. It's a limited edition, specially made by G-Star for the event, and we don't have many pieces of these. In fact, during the last Thailand event, we saw a couple of these as well to some of the players who wants to bring this back to Australia because a few of these female players can't be here to join us for the event, but they want to take home something about the event, and this is something that probably you can make a reservation for. There are only 12 pieces left, so be sure, 100% sure to come and grab this at the start of the event. I'm just going to run it through the camera so that you can have a look at the quick design.
Yeah, there's actually a story behind each part of the design, so look out for that on the Facebook page. We will be posting the story behind this.
Lots of diamonds,
Yeah.
lots of stars.
A lot of elements in this.
You have a unicorn.
Thank you so much, G-Star, for creating this event.
A castle,
creating
this rainbow, tiara, and of course, there you go. So, okay, so if you are interested to get this, there are only 12 pieces left. Now, the highlight of today's event is that we have also we have a special guest. Again, of course, you know, I see her every day, and she's not really a special guest for me, neither for Dom, but she's definitely a special guest for this show, and this is the first time we are having her at the show as well. We would like to call Jane Cole from Singapore to join us in this event, just to do a little bit of. Hello, Jane.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Jane.
Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Please take a seat. Be sure to join us
Let me
and
squeeze in.
speak a bit louder as well.
Okay.
Okay, so Jane, you will be participating in this event.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
and for which team are you playing with?
I'll be playing with one of the two Singapore teams, Radical Pixies.
Two Singapore teams, or one of the two Singapore
One
teams?
of the two Singapore teams,
Okay.
Radical Pixies.
So this event has got, as far as I know, there are a couple of players from overseas who are coming. There are players from Malaysia. There are players coming in from Thailand. We even have
Nija.
a player, Nija, and we even have a player coming in from Germany to join us in this event.
That's right.
And I've heard news about this player being a very good player who has a lot of experience playing in the Millennium Series. So I don't know about you, but it does seem like some of these teams that are coming in to compete in this event are going to put in a lot of hard work to really fight out and you know, showcase their skills. So with your team, what are some of the preparation that you have put in place coming into this event?
So I play with the Radical Pixies. This team is actually formed by Fida Alice. You should be, if you have played paintball for some time, you will know Fida. She has been around for like quite a number of years playing paintball. When she put together the team, we wanted this team to be to be to be a team where we have fun. We have fun training for the event, and also we learn something from the training every time we go for training. And throughout this few months, I think we have been preparing this for like a few months. Probably after the GI Cup in May, then we started training. Our training is like every Sunday. So when the team gets together for training, we try to make sure that everyone kind of learns something from the training. And as we try to improve our individual skills through the Sunday practice, we also talk about it off the field to improve our knowledge in the game. We talk about we go through things like the layout, the bunkers. We talk about strategy. We talk about how to play certain gameplay. So I think overall it has been going pretty well for the girls. So we should be pretty prepared for the event.
Yeah. So how many times have the girls practiced coming into the event? How many times? Like 3 times, 4 times?
We have had pretty active trainings in July, so that will be quite a few sessions.
Okay, couple of sessions. In fact, I just heard last weekend at the field that you do have a few of your players from your team who won't be able to join us, even though they have a strong interest to join us. You want to share with us a little bit about that?
Okay, we actually had seven players.
7 players,
Yeah,
a usual
players.
lineup, right?
Yeah. But unfortunately, we have one player dropping out last weekend
Okay.
because it's good news. I mean, it's a loss for the team, but it's good news for everyone and for herself. She's having a baby, so she
Wow.
will have to pull out of the
Congratulations.
event.
All right. So that's good news indeed. Very good news.
Mhm.
Okay. So with that, what are some of the things that you'll be expecting this coming weekend? Like as a player yourself, I mean, is this the first time you're playing in a like a real official competition in Singapore?
Actually,
Because I've you've been organizing events, you've been traveling overseas to play in events, but
uh-huh.
is this like the first probably full-fledged event that you're playing, and of course makes it even more special because you're playing with a group of female players as well.
It is. I can't remember the last time I played in an official big event
Probably
in
Yeah.
like
Singapore.
I wish I could play
sevens,
more.
right? Maybe the sevens. Yeah, maybe the SPS sevens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that was
quite
quite
a
a
while,
couple of
almost
years.
like yeah,
Yeah,
almost about a year ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this time on Sunday where the AGPIC is happening, I'm actually really excited to be playing
Okay.
in Singapore, uh, at our home field, and most of all with an August team. I'm sure it's not just for me, but all the girls um, in Singapore will feel like will feel proud to be playing in this event.
Mhm.
And I'm sure everyone is excited to play this
Right.
Sunday.
And also to put it on a record for the weekend, for this coming weekend, there's a slight difference between the SPS 500 Division 4 Race 2 format as compared to the AGPIC format. And the most significant difference I would say is the coaching and coaching in the field. Like you are not allowed to coach in the AGPIC, and we are allowed to coach in the Division 4 SPS 500 Race to 2 event. So how do you think will this play out for your team? I mean, for the benefit of our audiences, the reason why we decided to have a coaching and no non-coaching event is to make the level a fair playing platform, particularly for our overseas female teams who are traveling to Singapore. You know, sometimes when you travel, you can only travel with a team of 5 or you can travel with a team of 7, and you can't really bring along a few other assistant in the team, for example, like a pod runner or extra coach or anyone who's helping you as a pit crew in the field. So with that, we decided to put in a no coaching implementation so as to allow the ladies to really play on a fairer platform as well.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
every team, all the four teams playing this Sunday will kind of feel I would say everyone should feel more assured that they especially our traveling friends, they will not feel overwhelmed with the local players trying to coach or help with
the local
the
boys, the local
the
girls,
local
the
girls,
local girls.
the local girls. So you should
I'm
feel
sure the boys will
more
help too.
comfortable and at ease, with no pressure of having to find people to help to coach and assist. But of course, the local guys, players who are around, they would love to help. Whether I'm sure, whether it's crew
Definitely,
or with any anything that you need.
definitely. We might even see
Mhm.
Dominic running in the field,
Yeah, if you need my help,
picking
just
up
ask.
pots at the same time
No
while
problem.
he's fixing up some of the cameras for live feed. So tell us about the live feed for the weekend, Dom.
Yes. The live feed will be on. The live feed will be on the SPS YouTube page.
That's good to know.
Yep, and we are going to play on the same field for both competitions, SPS 500 and Asia Girls. So
Okay,
do watch all the games on at the live feed.
okay. And the live
Uh,
feed will start as early
as the first game
as the
starts,
first
yeah,
game. Okay,
all
so
the way from
basically
the first game, yeah, all the
all
way
the
into
games will be
finals.
covered. Okay, so be sure to wake up early on a Sunday morning to watch the games live,
Mhm.
and be sure to catch on to some of this action.
Yeah, and definitely for overseas teams coming in from all the different countries, share it with your loved ones home. They'll be able to watch you live and enjoy the games as well.
Okay, anything else you want to say, Jane, before we end off the show?
Before we end off,
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to all the ladies who really made a lot of effort to come for this event. Um, the four teams, Asawan Ladies team, Siren, PBW Angels, Radical Pixies. I'm gonna read out the names so you get a mention on this live feed,
Or
live talk show.
she prepared a name list.
Shout
Okay.
out.
Okay, so we have Aisawan ladies, captained by Izan Rashid. Vice captain is Siti Zalila. And of course, in the team, we will also see the famous sisters from Pahang,
Oh,
Iza and Afzan. And,
the Khalid sisters.
Yes, the
Okay.
Khalid sisters. And we will have Zoraida from Penang, Zarina, Colette from Johor. Most of the Singaporeans will know Colette. And of course, the special media girl, Cindy Chang. And from Siren, we will see captain, old-time player, Zawani.
Old time.
Old-time player.
Old time means
Wow.
she's old or what?
She started young.
Oh, okay.
Very
No offense, man. No offense.
Experience.
And of course, vice captain Lisa, and we have Nicha from Thailand in playing for Team Siren also, and we have Shirley Tian, we have Wan Su, we have the special international player Karin Wall from Germany,
Wow.
in Siren,
Well done.
and
Thank you
of
for
course.
coming.
The most special player to us is
Oh,
Sheila.
Our Singapore local,
Our
our Singapore
Singapore
local
local.
favorite war player, Sheila.
Watch out for her in the wall. And
Got high limit, huh? High limit.
PBW Angels. So this is a full Singapore team, captained by Zeti. Then we have Sue, Siti Aisha, playing her first tournament.
Sabaria.
Sabaria, Wanda, and Yati. And
And lastly, your
Radical
team.
Pixie,
All right.
my team. So I'm the captain of the team.
Oh, you're the captain. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
we have vice captain Fida.
Fida. Okay.
We have Irene playing, and Shahira,
Shahira,
Meg,
Meg.
and Jerusha.
Okay, so there you have it. The whole list of players who are coming for the AGPIC, and we hope to see you this weekend. Is it not too late to sign up if somebody watched this live and said, "Oh, you know, I'm so excited. I'm going to buy an air ticket and fly into Singapore to play." Is it not too late for them to sign up now?
They can come in for sure. Just drop us a message on SPS Facebook page.
Okay.
I'm sure Dominic or Ben will,
Alright.
will
Or Asia
try
Girls,
and
yeah.
Okay.
help you with it.
So it's still open for all female players who are out there watching us live. You know, you have 3 more days to form a team, sign up, and then quickly join us in this adventure.
We still have a spot in the team.
Or join
Yeah,
the local
yes.
boys, the local teams that are already playing, and or the overseas team who are already playing, and be part of this event. Okay. If not, we'll sign off from this live show, and we'll see you in our next live show, and definitely over the weekend, see you live over at Red Dynasty Paintball Park. Okay.
Take
Bye
care.
bye.
Bye.